Well, today I'm at the kennels of Team Hamblin Racing, which is Chris, the trainer here on the right, and Phil, who is head kennel hand on the left. But actually you're a really equal partnership, and it's been great to come to your kennels today. Chris, first of all, I want to quote to you something that you've written on your website, which says you're committed to our athletes' welfare and performance.
That's correct.
Explain your theory.
That's correct. Yeah, we like to think that welfare is the main part of our training regime, and where the dogs come first and foremost, and that goes for feeding as well as exercising, etc. So yeah, definitely that's the top.
And there's another quote, Phil, that says, when passion meets work, work becomes a hobby. Is this a passion or a hobby or everything?
It's everything, Julie. It's absolutely marvellous. We always wanted to do it as a family, and it's come to the time we just cracked on and done it, and it's just working out good at the minute. Touch wood. Hope better things come.
Chris, you've always been involved in greyhounds as a family, going back to your dad. Tell us how it all started.
Yeah, Dad had a couple of greyhounds at our house, as a council house, and we built a wooden kennel, and we used to race them independently at Aldershot. And yeah, every 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever, Dad would bang on the walls and ask us to go down and keep those dogs quiet. So yeah, bit of an upbringing yeah, with those dogs. Yeah.
And did you love it right from the beginning, Phil?
Yeah, absolutely. Just up in the mornings, early mornings, late finishes, out on the walks, brilliant stuff. Even had a few days off school when they was racing, but it was great stuff. Yeah, brilliant.
But you guys went in a different direction. You actually were shop fitters, but it's been a massive change in lifestyle.
Yeah, we used to be punters basically at Reading and then Oxford, etc. And obviously owning dogs as well. But yeah, we got into shop fittings and served us well for about 20-25 years. But now we think it's the right time to actually break into greyhounds and become trainers with the reopening of Oxford shortly. So yeah, that's the reason we did it last September.
How big a factor was Oxford reopening and you?
Oh, major. It's literally 25 minutes away. We think there's a great buzz about it being reopened, etc. And yeah, we just can't wait to it happens in June or July, this year.
And of course, professional trainers now, Phil, and racing at Toaster, heading for Oxford. But it wasn't like that back in the day, was it? Tell us some of the tracks you raced at.
Oh, we used to. Aldershot was our main track, Aldershot, and we had a few times around Warwick and Hinckley's. But Aldershot was our main one. Yeah, it was there most weeks. We was at Aldershot with my dad and that.
Yeah, we didn't have a licence or anything like that of when Reading or Oxford or anything like that. So it's just literally on the independent circuit. But we only had a couple of dogs, and it was a hobby, not like we're trying to run a business now.
Any names of dogs that people watching this might remember?
Oh, not on those independents. I had one called the Pie. I named it after old Elizabeth Taylor and National Velvet. Yeah, she rode a horse called the Pie, but no, not really. They were just pet names basically that you threw at them, but no great shakes. No.
So where did you guys learn how to do a dog?
How to do a dog? Well, Dad first and foremost. We saw when he fed them, etc. We probably did all the walking. But yeah, then we've had dogs with trainers, Vicky Holloway and Paul Clark and the Baker boys, and yeah, see how they've done things over the years, etc. And I think 99% of it's just common sort of, sensible knowledge, and yeah, I think.
What do you think? What's important in racing greyhounds and making sure you do get the best out of them?
Keeping them happy, mate, a big deal of it. Keeping a dog happy is a big deal of keeping a good dog. Dog happy, feed them well, good feed, good walks, exercise, plenty of galloping. You won't be far away, and plenty of grooming. You wouldn't be far away from being on them winners, getting them winners. It's just plenty of good feed, good food, and looking after really, and interacting with the dogs. We're through up and down the kennels all day long, so they see us all day long. So they're not locked up or nothing on their own. They're just with us all day. So it's brilliant.
Well, I think we can delve a little deeper into that, because the way you do have it set up at your kennels, you have maybe 14 or 16 dogs and just the two of you, and you are very hands-on with them. You take out their dinner bowls, you go and give them a cuddle, and they respond to that, don't they? Yeah,
they certainly do. As Phil said, it's 24/7. If we're not racing, etc., we're here the majority of the time. But yeah, there's a routine. Here at 8 o'clock, walking, feeding, cleaning, etc. Then the routine starts again 3 or 4 hours later. So then you might have to go to the track and be back here at 12 o'clock cleaning out and feeding them, yeah, before you put them away. So certainly it's 24/7. A lot harder than we imagined, I think.
Is it?
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah. We used to look forward to Friday so we can go and play golf over the weekend and have a beer or two. But now we wouldn't even know what day it is of the week. So yeah, it flies by.
And in terms of the feeding, the breakfast that I saw here this morning looked pretty nice actually. I could eat that. Tell us what was in it.
Yeah, we give them cornflakes, we do in the mornings. They have the powder milk. We put honey in there. Sometimes we put a bit of coconut oil. All things really. Bit of
Sardines.
mince now and again. Sardines, most of the days sardines.
And if they're racing later on in the day, they get a handful of kibble with fresh mince to last them through to the evening feed. But the evening feed consists of they have a diet of either chicken, beef, lamb, tripe, again with potatoes and cabbage and all sorts of veg.
So welfare is your number one priority here?
Yeah, looking after a nice clean dog, etc., and it's healthy, and we throw a bone into them now and again, etc., for their teeth and their gums, and just keeping a happy kennel. That's basically what it is, yeah.
And we can see that today you had a dog barking in the kennel. He's let into the office and on the sofa. Is that a normal thing?
No.
Not my way. Every time I go out, if I'm going out collecting some paper or something, I come back and the brindle's always in the kennels.
Yeah, we're one.
It's an headache, but
yeah, we have one dog that just constantly barks, and but once you let him into the office, he will be quite happy, sit on the sofa, etc., and then we got a nice quiet kennel all afternoon. So yeah, I don't mind that. If he sits on the sofa or he sits in his bed, it doesn't really matter to me. But,
he was certainly happy. One thing that struck me from your website was it's very professional, and you've actually got somebody doing that side of things for you.
Yeah, we've got our Team Hamblin. It is Team Hamblin. It's not only me and Phil. It's our other brother, etc., Richard, and nephews, Stuart, Phil's son, Kieran, and Robert. Yeah, so everyone's involved in the weekends. We look forward to, me and Phil, don't we? We look forward to weekends because there's plenty of hands, probably more hands than there are greyhounds, to be honest with you. So the 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, is a bit of a grind doing it. But yeah, Saturday, Sunday, yeah, loads of hands make light work, and they all love walking the dogs out in the countryside here, and the dogs love them as well. So.
And one thing it says on your website is the values, and obviously we've talked about nutrition and welfare, but customer satisfaction. Now, I don't know if this is your business brains coming out, but it's not something I've really heard trainers talk about much. Owner satisfaction from the performance and contentment of their athletes. That is lovely, and I think as an owner, that's exactly what you want to hear from your trainer.
Yeah, well, as you say, we get dogs from all types of sources, and one of our very good friends in Ireland, Shay Campbell, he does a very good dog in the first place. So when that arrives, that's in pristine condition, etc., and makes our job a lot easier. But on other occasions, when dogs are brought over the net, etc., yeah, they take time, and so we like to get the owner to have a look at what they've got, and 4 weeks later, see now what the dog's like and how he's performing. So yeah. Big satisfaction.
How important, Phil, do you think it is that the owners are proud of the dogs that are here and the condition they're in and how they're kept and looked after?
It's a major thing, Julie. Actually, it's a major thing. Every owner that comes here, they spend their money every month to have their dog looked after well. When it comes in, the young one we had the other day has come in. He looks absolutely. It's come in a bit of a state, but now it's immaculate. The owner, and he knows it. The owner knows it. He just says, "You're doing a brilliant job." He's had a couple of wins, and it's just goes from there.
Yeah, we charge a fee, but there's no add-ons. There's no extras for supplements and flea collars and anything like that. We just charge one daily fee, and all the dogs get treated the same. It doesn't matter if they're an open race or if they're an A8 dog. It's they're treated all the same.
And that leads me on to another one of your values, which is respect and value every athlete. A retiree is still an athlete, and you guys.
Oh, it does. It does. They get the same grooming, they get the same food, same supplements. It doesn't matter. Open race dogs or A8 dogs. It's they're all treated equally, etc., and loved as much as each other. Yeah.
The final one's interesting. To learn, improve and move, developing knowledge and skills to enhance the athlete experience and adapting to change. And I guess it is an industry that really moves with the times. It must be so different from when you grew up.
Oh, certainly. We're going to have the luxury, I hope, of running dogs not only at Oxford, which is a completely different circuit to Toaster, where we're running at the moment. And we're going to get dogs that are suited to one or the other. So again, hopefully Kevin's going to let us race at both meets and stadiums, etc. So yeah, so hopefully we can define which circuit would suit which dog and get the best out of of each dog.